Hey guys, so today to review, but what are we reviewing? It's none other than Death Consciousness by Have a Nice Life. Critically acclaimed album. Everybody loves the shit out of it. But what is Death Consciousness? I hear you wondering. Death Consciousness is a very long album. A fucking like hour and 10 minutes. I can't be bothered to check. But it's so fucking good. We start off the album with a fucking long ass 8-10 minute track, can't remember the time exactly, of just almost noise. Not noise as in noise genre, but there's no singing. It's more just to set the atmosphere, which I think it does expertly. It's a very good intro for this album. Sets the atmosphere and knows like, damn, this shit about to be sad. And some background on this album. So Dan Barrett, him and another dude that I forgot the name of made the album, and they were basically like, dang, we're sad, fuck, and then they made the album. Obviously it's deeper than that, I'm just like simplifying it, but what do they do with the album? Well, the thing is Dan Barrett doesn't really know how to fucking play instruments, so that's something we have in common. So he recorded it all on his fucking laptop. He said this in an interview, I'll try to link it below. He recorded majority of the album on his laptop fucking mic, on the side of your laptop, that mic, the fucking holes in it. And then they spent less than $1,000. It took a while to make, and we got this amazing album. Also, the fucking master files got corrupted, so that's why it sounds like shit half the time. But that adds to the atmosphere. Of course it does. The album starts with the amazing intro, as I mentioned, and the songs just keep building the sense of dread and this really human experience, because the constant reminder of death, consciousness, is amazing, but I think the real crucial moments are the last two tracks. I Don't Love has to be one of my favorite tracks of all time. It's the only track where I feel like Dan Barrett's vocals are really the centerpiece, and they're just given the platform they need and should deserve to shine. Because despite not being maybe technically amazing vocalist, the emotion throughout that track, holy shit. And the vocals are god tier. And then of course you can't talk about Death Consciousness without talking about Earth Mover, its final track. It's a 10-11 minute long track that starts off with talking about these giant golems, some Minecraft shit that were made by humans that basically just go around, destroy all humanity, and then they're like, damn, we bored as hell. And basically that's it. They want to die because they don't have anything to do, and they're walking around this wasteland of Earth, but they can't die because they are immortal and there's no way to kill each other. So they just bump into each other. And it really is depressing. And we do that sort of a somber moment, and then it cuts quiet, and we just get like a tiny bit of guitar, and then it's like, just quiet, just no noise. And then it fucking, you hear the dun dun dun, and then it because that's a piano key or whatever the fuck that runs through the entire song. And once you hear that during that quiet section halfway through the song, we just get this loud noise shredding, and you always get the piano in the background, which just adds so much. And it's such a fucking good outro and song in general. It's really hard not to enjoy it. And I think it really just shows how this whole album shows how much good music you can make with so little. Death Consciousness, I think, fits all the criteria of being a 10 out of 10. Really, it does. It really feels unique. It feels like there's no other album that could exist that could do what Death Consciousness does. That is what makes it a 10. Death Consciousness is a 10 out of 10. It is one of the best albums I've ever heard. I think it has some of the best emotion I've ever heard and carries some of the best atmosphere I've ever heard. Of course, I don't really know what genre it is, and there's a whole joke where it's like, it's a post-metal shoegaze, rock, fucking suck my cock. You can't really genre define it as it falls into too much. Maybe post-punk, I guess you could say it's post-punk. It's shoegaze probably because it sounds like shit half the time. That's not their fault though. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. That's my review of Death Consciousness, but it's been a while, and I really want to talk about this album because it's one I've been enjoying for a while now, and I think it's really important for anybody who wants to get into music to listen to. I don't want to live like this, Lord.